Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. I am Priya Venkatraman from Pun Vidyashram School. Yesterday we have discussed about the formation of coal. The slow chemical process of the conversion of the dead vegetation remains of dead plants into coal under the influence of high temperature and pressure is known as carbonization. Coal is formed by the gradual decay and compression of remains of plants and trees in the absence of air. And we have discussed about the uses of coal also. Right? In this module, we are going to discuss what are the things we will obtain while heating coal. Okay, we have a special name for this process that is known as destructive distillation of coal. Okay, let me explain an activity. What are the things you needed for this activity? What are the things you need for this activity? A stand, boiling tubes, water, finely powdered coal, corks, conical flask, Bunsen burner and a delivery tube. Take a small amount of powdered coal in a boiling tube and water in a conical flask, or water can be stored in some other boiling tube. Either you can use conical flask or boiling tube to store water, right? Arrange the apparatus as shown in the figure. Heat the powdered coal with the help of Bunsen burner. What do you observe? When you heat the powdered coal, you observe the formation of dark brownish grey vapor. Some of the carbon present in this vapor is solidified near the mouth of the boiling tube and is known as gas carbon. This vapor escapes into the conical flask or boiling tube. Instead of conical flask, you can use boiling tube also containing water through delivery tube and condenses to form two distinct layers. Top layer contains clear liquid called ammoniacal liquor and lower layer contains thick black liquid called coal tar. A colorless gas called coal gas, which is a mixture of hydrogen, carbon monoxide, methane and ethylene, is bubbled out from the flask. Black residue called coke is left behind in the boiling tube. So, what do you conclude from this activity? Destructive distillation of coal produces coke, gas carbon, coal tar, ammoniacal liquor and coal gas. Let us learn one by one, that is coke, coal tar, about ammoniacal liquor, everything. First, let me start with coke. Coke is a tough, porous and greyish black substance. It is obtained by the destructive distillation of coal. Coke is almost pure form of carbon. It contains 98% of carbon. Uses of coke. Coke is an essential raw material for the iron and steel industry to heat the furnaces. Coke is used as a reducing agent in extraction of metals from their ores. Coke is used for manufacturing producer gas. What do you mean by producer gas? Mixture of carbon monoxide and nitrogen. And water gas. What do you mean by water gas? Mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen. From this water gas, hydrogen will be obtained or manufactured. The second one is coal tar. You would have seen often the workers, they use some black color viscous liquid for putting roads. Okay, this black color viscous liquid is known as coal tar and it has some different or foul smell. Often you would have seen, I hope. Coal tar is a black viscous. Viscous means thick. I have already said water is not an example of viscous liquid. But honey is an example of viscous liquid. Honey is thicker than water. Viscous means thick. Clear? With coal tar is a black viscous liquid with an unpleasant smell. It is obtained during the destructive distillation of coal. It is not a single compound, it is a mixture of more than 200 different carbon compounds. Coal tar can be separated into many important chemical substances such as toluene, benzene, naphthalene, phenol, etc. by the process of fractional distillation. This is also one of the method to obtain the different varieties of coal tar. Okay, I will teach about fractional distillation method a little later. These chemical substances are used as starting materials for manufacturing dyes, explosive, paints, varnishes, pesticides, plastics, and even synthetic fibers. Third one, coal gas. Coal gas is also obtained by the destructive distillation of coal. Coal gas consists of three combustible gases, namely hydrogen, methane, and carbon monoxide. Coal gas has high calorific value. What do you mean by calorific value? You will learn in some other lesson in the same year. Okay, calorific value is nothing but when 1 kg of fuel is burnt, the heat energy will be obtained. Okay, otherwise you can say in this way, the heat energy produced by the burning of 1 kg of fuel is known as its calorific value. Coal gas has high calorific value as both hydrogen and methane have high calorific value. It burns to produce heat, due to which it is an excellent fuel. Last one, ammonium compounds. During destructive distillation of coal, ammonium compounds are produced, which when dissolved in water form ammoniacal liquor. It is used to manufacture nitrogenous compounds. The combustion of fuel in the absence of air is called destructive distillation of fuel. Objective: to understand destructive distillation of coal. Arrange the apparatus as shown. The horizontal boiling tube contains some crushed pieces of coal, while the vertical boiling tube is filled with some amount of water. Heat coal over a burner. On strong heating, it produces colorless vapors which enters water filled in the other tube. After some time, few of these vapors condense to form black viscous layer below the water level. This is called coal tar, while some other vapors get dissolved in water to form a colorless layer above the coal tar layer. This colorless layer is called ammoniacal liquor. As it mostly contains dissolved ammonia, the untreated vapors are released through the outlet of this tube called coal gas, which is combustible. The material left behind in the horizontal tube is known as coke. Coke contains about 60% of carbon. When hot steam is passed over coke, carbon in the form of coke reacts with water vapors to form a mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen, which is called water gas. It is also used in the manufacture of hydrogen gas. Coal gas is a mixture of methane along with hydrogen, carbon monoxide, and other gaseous hydrocarbon, and is used as an industrial fuel. Ammoniacal liquor is mainly used to manufacture fertilizers. Coal tar is mainly used in the manufacture of dyes, insecticides, medicines, artificial yarn, etc. Summary: destructive distillation of coal produces coke, coal tar, ammoniacal liquor, and coal. Then the second fossil fuel is petroleum. Petroleum is a dark colored, thick, oily liquid. It has an unpleasant smell. In Greek language, Petra means rocks and oleum means oil. So the word petroleum means oil from rocks. Formation of petroleum. Petroleum oil was formed by the decomposition of dead remains of plants and animals buried under the sea millions of years ago. Petroleum is a mixture of several hydrocarbons having 1 to more than 100 carbon atoms. It is believed that millions of years ago, the plants and animals which lived in the sea died. Their dead bodies sank to the bottom of the sea and were soon covered with clay and sand. Over millions of years, under high pressure and temperature, and in the absence of air, the dead remains of plants and animals were slowly converted into petroleum. Petroleum then passed through porous rocks and got trapped between non-porous impervious rock. Non-porous means impervious rock. A more volatile component of petroleum called natural gas forms a cover over it. How is petroleum obtained? Petroleum occurs deep under the surface of the earth between the two layers of impervious rocks. Natural gas occurs above the petroleum trapped under the rocks. The layer containing petroleum and natural gas is found above that of water. Petroleum and natural gas are lighter than water and do not mix with it. First of all, those areas in which petroleum may be present are located by the experts. At such places, petroleum is obtained by drilling holes called oil wells into the earth's crust by machines called drilling rigs. Pipes are inserted until they reach the petroleum deposit. Due to high internal pressure of natural gas, crude oil gushes out of the pipes. By using certain pumps, petroleum is pumped out. In India, petroleum is found in Assam and Gujarat. It is also found in the river basins of Godavari and Krishna. Petroleum is also found under the seabed at a distance of 150 kilometers from Mumbai, called Mumbai High. The world's first oil well was drilled in Pennsylvania, USA in 1859. It is believed that petroleum is formed from marine organisms and even from dinosaurs, which lived long ago. About millions of years ago, marine organisms died and settled on the seafloor. As time passed, they got covered with more and more sand and clay. This created pressure on these dead remains of the organisms. Due to high pressure and temperature and absence of air, these dead remains, which are called fossils, got converted into natural gas and petroleum oil. Meanwhile, the sand and clay which covered on the dead remains eventually made as rocks. It takes millions of years for the process to get completed. After the formation of oil and gases, the constant movement of the earth squeezes the oil and gas into rocks which are formed. Now these rocks are called reservoir rocks. The entire reservoir rocks can be as large as a city. But some of the oil and gas seep through the pores of the rocks and start rising upwards as they are lighter than water. Now petroleum oil, being lighter than water, floats above water. Natural gas, being lighter than water than petroleum oil, forms a layer above the oil. Since the formation is deep under the sea, how do we find it? One of the ways is through seismographic survey. This survey identifies the places wherever the petroleum deposits are found. Once the survey is done, it can be easily pumped out from the oil reservoirs with the help of huge pipes.